Natalie, thanks. One of the hardest hit areas in the coronavirus pandemic has been Louisiana. More than 21,000 cases have been confirmed there, with more than 1,000 deaths. Dayton 24/7 Now's Alan Henry spoke with a Wright State University medical student who traveled to New Orleans last week and is now doing everything he can on the front lines of the fight against the coronavirus.
I knew there were places all over the country that had been hit really, really hard and really needed people.
Kyle Henneke is in the middle of medical school, but also now in the middle of a coronavirus hotspot in New Orleans. Henneke had already graduated from nursing school and knew he could do more than just sit at home.
They were willing to take me on right away. There was no delay. I signed my contract within 48 hours of getting it offered. And then I drove the 13 hours down here.
He had orientation the next day and immediately got to work. Typically, nurses work 3 12-hour shifts. He's working 4.
I'm down here in New Orleans and everything's closed. I have nothing else to do anyway. And I want to do as much as I can while I'm down here.
He says the hardest part is how fast and fluid the situation is.
Every single time I come in, a policy has changed. Some policy involving PPE usage or the process behind testing a patient or where we accept patients from and where we're putting them.
Henneke already had plans to take a year away from med school to get his master's degree in public health, something which will mean even more to him now.
My exposure down here has really opened my eyes to how important the public health realm really is as a physician and as a nurse. So I'm excited to dive into that material.
One of the reasons he was even able to go help in New Orleans is because of how well Ohio is doing in comparison.
Down here, I can tell you, being in the thick of it, I've seen some things, and I don't really want to go into too much detail, but I can tell you that Governor DeWine and Dr. Acton know what they're talking about.
Henneke plans to return to Dayton on June 1st, like many of us, hoping things will be somewhat back to normal by then. In Dayton, Alan Henry, Dayton 24/7 Now.